The Fighting Scots are going to play as a number 4 seed against Slippery Rock on Friday in the first round of the NCAA tournament at California, Pennsylvania. First, just talk about watching the selection show. Was it kind of a relief or more excitement when you saw Edinboro pop up on the screen last night?
Well, we kind of had an idea that we'd make it, but you never know until it actually comes up. I was getting a little bit nervous as the Atlantic region was coming, so it was both happiness and relief.
Down the stretch this last month or so, everybody knows that the team has faced a lot of adversity with the injuries to Coach Gary Kagiavis. They went 4-1-1, and those were all very important matches in terms of making the NCAAs. How have you seen the team come together in the face of adversity here over the last month?
Well, I think they're always a tight group. They've always hung out together. They have team dinners before our big games, and so they've always been a tight group. And they've just come together even more. It seems like it's even more important than it was before he got injured. So.
And the team has shown their solidarity with the wristbands that they made. Whose idea was that? How did that idea come about? And obviously, it's a pretty cool thing to see everybody wearing them here over the last month.
Well, I'm not exactly sure whose idea it was. I know that Jenna Madison was the one that made it happen. She's one of our seniors. She went and she cleaned out the wristbands from that Walmart in Edinboro and Erie. And she bought the paint and stuff to do it, and it was her idea at the hotel to paint them. So as far as I've heard, Jenna Madison was the mastermind of the wristbands.
I know you mentioned yesterday that obviously this being the second year that the team has made it into the NCAA tournament in school history, and maybe now you have that expectation to get there. How have things changed in terms of the program? You've been here, many years now. How have you seen things change now that you have the expectation to play into November?
Well, we've been focusing on recruiting. Obviously, we've always focused on recruiting the best players possible, and the better your results are, the easier recruiting gets. But we've been also specifically focusing on players that come from high-level programs, whether it's club teams or high school teams, kids that have been in championship games, have the experience to play in high-level games. And now I'm hoping that our freshmen and our sophomores have the expectation to play into the middle of November, and that we have a big class coming in next year. Hopefully that'll just roll over to them too.
You played Slippery Rock in the first round. You tied 1-1 back on October 20th right here at home with Slippery Rock. Obviously a very hard-fought match. It looked like Slippery Rock may have scored a goal there late. It was waved off. It was too late. It was after the buzzer. You had some great chances in the overtimes, and they made a couple good saves. Just talk a little bit about what you expect out of the match on Friday.
I expect another very even match. Slippery Rock, we are always within a goal of each other. A lot of ties. I think we might have actually tied more than one team has actually won or lost in the last 4 or 5 years. Their coach Noreen is always prepared. I know that her kids will be prepared and organized, so I have to focus on our team being the same, and I expect an even match.